2. Alright, so it's recording right now. So anything you say will be on the recording. So yeah, be getting your seat exactly how you like it. Just get really...
How do you go down?
The middle one,
Yeah.
or excuse me, the front one,
Yeah.
push it down.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you can go forward, you can go backwards. The second one will bring your seat back forward. There you are. And then the third little one was the cool one. Pull up and hold it, and it'll bring the side bolsters in. The third one, are you on the third one back? Okay, you feel them?
Yeah.
All right, and then you can release them to get it where you want. And then if you push forward, it'll blow that balloon up in your back. Just push and hold it forward. You have to hold it for a while because it blows up. And then you release it to...
Cool.
All right, you cozy?
Yeah, I am cozy.
All right, cozy, comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're recording. I'll show you some other stuff on here. We obviously have a killer radio with phenomenal satellite radio. All of these stations are available to us. I have no idea what most of them are because I'm stuck in the 70s and I'm kind of a bit of a classic rock kind of guy. So the ones that I listen to are 70s music or classic stuff. So that's the radio. The other thing we can do on that is find a decent song first. They're talking. Maybe a little soul music. You like reggae?
Yeah.
Let's see. That's rock, hip hop, rhythm and blues. Would that be kind of reggae?
So many options.
Yeah, but
Soul sounds pretty good.
it's not hip hop. It's more rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
So 47, 48, 49. We're on 49 right now.
Yeah.
Let's try 47.
Asha.
Hear the subwoofers. They're crazy. So then we can tailor it to this is called center point, which is kind of up in the middle. Go normal. We bring it further front. And if I touch driver, it sounds like it's in my head. They really do a tremendous amount of work with the acoustics inside the car. There's speakers everywhere for it. All right. We can also get the weather. And if you have your cell phone, go ahead and go to settings.
Yep.
And see if you find on Wi-Fi. Click on Wi-Fi. And guess who we are? We're Stingray. So then if you type in 19 Anita, 19 Tom, so 19 ANITA, 19 TOM. See if you get connected. Yep. So now as we're driving along, you're still connected to Wi-Fi because this is its own Wi-Fi provider.
Crazy.
Nuts, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Alright, the parking brake's electronic too. Instead of having some lever that you pull up and let down, you just do that. And it takes the parking brake off. It just told me I have to have my foot on the brake for me to do that. Alright, ready to go for a little ride?
Yeah. And don't worry about my neck.
Okay.
I want to experience the fullness.
Alright. So you control your own destiny over here. You can have whatever temperature you want. I've put everything on metric for you.
Yeah, oh nice.
So you can raise and lower your temperature, or you can have heated seats or cooled seats. You might want to try the cooled seats.
Is that the bottom
Yeah,
one?
try that one. It's an unusual sensation. It'll take a minute for it to kind of, because it doesn't just blow through really hard. But eventually you'll start to feel kind of like how fast have you gone in kilometers per hour, do you suppose, in a car?
Probably like 110.
Okay. So we'll try and be mindful of the speed. This, by the way, will show us miles per hour. This is a radar detector. If there's police radar in the area, it'll pick it up.
Oh, really?
So it's somewhat helpful to alert me to be a little extra cautious about my speed.
Yeah.
But it also is GPS enabled, so that's why it shows miles per hour. You feel that the coolness on your back?
Yeah. It's
When
weird.
It is weird. First time people usually do it, they're like, "Oh, this feels like my back is wet, or I've wet my pants or something." But on a really hot day, especially when we're on the track, that'll really be a nice feature.
It's awesome. This is so cool.
Very low to the ground. When I change, by the way, to different modes, like I'll go to track mode now and it'll quiet the muffler, or I'll go to a touring mode and it'll quiet the mufflers down. It also changes the parameters of my steering. It makes it much easier to steer in touring mode, so I can get around a parking lot easier. When I go to sport mode, it stiffens it up, and when I go to track mode, it stiffens it up even more. It also stiffens up the shock absorbers. They're magnetic, magnetically charged, and so it can increase or decrease the amount of firmness in the shocks. And the reason for that is when we're on the track, we want a very firm ride, almost uncomfortably firm. When we're on the street, it'll feel like it's just choppy, because we want to keep the tires on the pavement. That's how we maintain traction, so we can get through corners better, and so we can increase our speed better and time around the track. But on the street, it's quite annoying if you have a really choppy ride. So they have this capability of switching, and the shocks change themselves automatically when I change that little button. Step on the gas a little bit. That's a little faster than what I'd normally go on a city street. I think we touched about 145 there.
What? Serious?
Yes, serious. And it's not hard to do. Feel okay to you? It's not scary?
No, I love it.
Okay. Our own lanes that stay in. Pretty powerful.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like it doesn't really feel like we're going to.
No, it doesn't, because you're kind of low to the ground, and you're kind of, I don't know, expecting or thinking that you're going to be going fast, and you just are going fast. But it's extremely easy to go that fast. I wasn't even flooring it. And it just has a tremendous amount of torque and power. And we can go clear to 7th gear. I'll show you, see how the number is, let me do this because I think it's a little easier to see. The number is in white, the white 7. If I touch this, it goes to yellow, see that?
Yeah.
Now it's going to do what's called rev match. When I downshift, I have to push the gas to make the RPMs come up to match where that next gear is, or where that lower gear is. In this car, when I turn the rev match on, it does it automatically. Like right now, I'm going to go to 2nd gear and watch the RPMs. I didn't do that. The car did it.
Wow.
Yeah, it does it automatically by computer. So it's 100% regulated by electronics. It knows exactly where that RPM should be for that lower gear that I've shifted to. It's crazy, isn't it? So when I'm on the track, I usually do a heel toe method where I'm braking and reach over and blip the gas. If I want to, I can have the car do it for me. All right, we're going to get on the freeway here, and I'm going to hit the gas. We're going to go up quite fast, and I'm going to be on the brakes, so just for you to be prepared. Here we go. go too much faster than what Haley did, or there'd be this, bitter comparison. I went 161. I went 160. That's what 160 kilometers an hour feels like. And the braking that we did there was just a little bit of a feel for what we do at the track.
Yeah.
Because we're going so fast, like 220 kilometers per hour. And then hard on the brake. Just throws everything forward because we need to, what we call scrub off enough speed, slow down enough that we can make the next corner. So that's just a little taste of what it feels like to be on the track. Only 30 minutes of that over, around and around and around. Never taking a break like we are now, just kind of cruising along. You're constantly either going as fast as you can, or you're braking as fast as you can to make the next corner, or going through, a set of corners.
Does it take much gas?
It does. I don't know in kilometers per hour. Oddly enough, on the highway, I can get better gas mileage than we do in our minivan.
Oh wow!
Because the car is very light and it's got tremendous power. And when I put it in 7th gear, I have 7 gears forward. When I put it in 7th gear, it's just barely idling at even like 70 miles an hour. So it doesn't require a whole lot of gas. Now around town, and when I'm on the track, I don't get very good gas mileage. Obviously, I get maybe around town maybe 15 miles a gallon, and on the track maybe 7 or 8 miles a gallon, something like that. But nobody cares at the track. You're not there watching your gas mileage.
No.
Never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
It's incredible. Even as much as I've driven on the track and driven on the street, the power is incredible. And our tires are really hooking up well. With Haley, the tires weren't quite as warm. As you drive more, they get warmed up more and more. And the outside temperature, see it's 9 degrees, helps a lot too. And the sun being out helps because it warms the pavement. These are very high performance tires. If we had tires on like a regular car, they would never stop spinning. They would spin all the way through 1st gear, through 2nd gear, through 3rd gear. We would never get traction because they're just not capable of handling that kind of power. So these are very high performance tires by Michelin. They're called summer tires. They're not for winter. Strictly speaking, they're not really even all that great in this kind of temperature because they need to be warm enough that they can get grip. And when they are warm, then they really grip the road, even with this high power that we're putting into the back wheels. So I can tell the difference even between when I took Haley out and now, because we got the tires warmed up with her little ride, that they're sticking a whole lot better now than they were with her even.
So I got the better ride.
Just slightly, just ever so slightly.
I won't tell you that.
Truck. Okay, that'll be great. We'll get that on video.
Funny looking.
There he goes. It's great big huge ladder, so he can extend that to get up to upper portions of a building. We're letting everybody get a long ways away from us here so we can hit the gas again. Alright, let's catch the fire truck. Bounces a little bit, just hold on to it. Wow, that's fun.
That was fun.
That's crazy fun. And the really crazy part about it, Olivia, is that this car is not the fastest Corvette they make. They have one that this is 460 horsepower. The new one that they came out with, that is what's called a Z06, has 650 horsepower. This will do 0 to 60. Let's say 0 to 100 kilometers. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, this will do in 3.8 seconds. We weren't too far off of that when we got on the freeway. The Z06 model with 650 horsepower will do 0 to 100 kilometers in an unbelievable 2.97 seconds. Under 3 seconds.
It's insane.
It's totally crazy and fun.
Yeah.
Alright, we're coming into the neighborhood, so we'll put it in terrain mode, quiet the mufflers down. Did you hear them quiet?
Yeah.
Don't disturb the neighbors. Hear all that stuff
Yeah.
flipping up? The tires are so sticky, we'll touch them when we get out because we've warmed them up a little bit. They're so sticky that any little pieces of sand or gravel that are on the road, it sticks to them. Just like sticky paper or sticky tape. But that's the kind of surface you want on your tire because you want that to just grip onto the road so hard it's impossible to get it to, slide off, so you can get your maximum speed through the corners and have the fastest time on the track. Okay, so don't move. We're gonna try this. I tried it with Haley and I don't know why it wasn't working. Okay, so we had a 17 minute ride, or 18 minutes. We're going to stop the recording.